You know, my fiancé betrayed me just 2 days before our wedding. Not only that, he did it with my best friend, and she was wearing the wedding dress I had specially ordered. But believe me, this nightmare was just the beginning. My name is Emily, and this is my love story. Emily shoved the door of the bridal shop open, her eyes red with rage. Before her lay a scene that shattered her heart. Adam, her fiancé, and Linda, her best friend, were wrapped in an embrace in the corner. Linda was still trying on the wedding dress Emily had chosen. "I told you I would pick up the dress myself. So, was this an accident, Adam? Did your pants accidentally fall down and Linda accidentally land on you too?" Adam hurried forward, fumbling to conceal his embarrassment. "Emily, this isn't what it looks like. It's all just a misunderstanding." "Misunderstanding? I don't think your pants can magically unbutton themselves. Do you really think I'm that naive?" "Emily, I'm sorry. Please, think about the wedding. In 2 days, I'll be your husband." "There's no way I'm marrying a cheater like you." Emily's voice was cold, her gaze cutting, though her pain was evident in every word. Adam stepped closer, his expression shifting from pleading to threatening. "Do you really think it's that simple? Your parents have spent a fortune on this wedding. Are you willing to throw it all away over one small mistake?" Emily let out a bitter laugh, her eyes brimming with contempt. "A small mistake? You call betraying me a small mistake? Fine, I'll still get married, but not to you." Adam shook his head, smirking. "Come on, Emily. How do you expect to find another groom in just 2 days?" Emily didn't look back as she walked away. "Don't worry, I'll find one." She entered a small cafe nearby, her determination unwavering. Her eyes scanned the room until they settled on a man sitting alone. He appeared to be in his 30s, exuding a composed and slightly melancholy air. Emily approached him. "Excuse me, are you married?" she asked, catching him off guard. "No," he replied, surprised. "My name is Ryan, and you are?" "Emily, here's my proposal. Marry me today, and I'll pay you $100,000. Ryan chuckled, thinking she must be joking. "Are you serious?" "Completely. I need a groom, and you could use the money. It's a win-win situation." Ryan sat in silence for a moment before agreeing, partly out of curiosity and partly because he couldn't resist the determined look in Emily's eyes. Within 20 minutes at City Hall, Emily and Ryan were officially husband and wife, 2 plastic rings hastily purchased on the way, and their signatures were all it took. Emily felt both relieved and burdened. She hoped the wedding with Adam would be called off, but she couldn't predict the unexpected twists that were yet to come. When they returned home, Emily's parents were already waiting in the living room. "Emily, what's going on here?" her mother demanded. "I'm not marrying Adam anymore," Emily said bluntly. Then, with a steadying breath, she added, "I'm already married." "Married to whom?" her mother gasped, her astonished gaze shifting to Ryan, who stood behind Emily. "I married Ryan. He's my husband," Emily declared, her voice steady. "Ryan? Who is this man?" her father barked, his anger barely contained. "Do you think you can destroy everything like this? You need to annul this marriage immediately." "Not a chance," Emily retorted, looking to Ryan for support. Ryan stepped forward, his eyes resolute. "I'm not perfect, but I'll take care of Emily and never hurt her like Adam did." Emily's mother sighed but didn't relent. "Emily, everything is arranged. You can't ruin this wedding over an impulsive decision." "The wedding isn't what matters. I won't sacrifice my happiness for money," Emily cried, tears streaming down her face. Later that day, Emily and Ryan drove to the outskirts of town to escape the chaos. Ryan took Emily to a secluded beach. Under the setting sun, on the serene shore, Emily and Ryan sat side by side. The tranquil atmosphere softened Emily's heart. She realized that with Ryan, she could find a peace she never thought possible. The stillness was broken only by the sound of waves and the gentle breeze. Ryan, who had seemed distant and indifferent just hours before, began sharing his life story. "I used to be a chef, working at a big restaurant downtown," Ryan said, his eyes reflective. "But life wasn't easy. After my parents passed, I had to shoulder everything. No one cared about how I felt, only about what I could do for them." Emily listened intently, sensing his sincerity and vulnerability. "So, what made you choose your current life?" Ryan smiled faintly, gazing out at the sea. "I realized I needed to live for myself. I started a small business delivering produce and flowers to restaurants and bakeries. It's hard work, but it's freeing, and now I've met you." His earnest gaze met Emily's, creating a connection she hadn't felt in years. Over time, Emily and Ryan built a new life together. Ryan became not just her partner, but also her healer. They explored the hidden corners of the city, shared simple yet heartfelt meals, and recounted stories from their pasts that neither had ever shared with anyone before. One evening, while enjoying dinner at a cozy restaurant, they overheard an argument from a nearby table. Emily glanced over and immediately recognized two familiar faces: Adam, her ex-fiancé, and Linda, her former best friend. Adam and Linda looked far from their previous glamorous selves. Linda's face was tense, while Adam's tone was defensive. Sitting with them was a stylish young woman whose irritated expression spoke volumes. "Another woman, Adam? Really?" Linda snapped, her voice drawing the attention of other diners. "Keep your voice down," Adam muttered, his tone flustered. "It's not what you think." Emily squeezed Ryan's hand, her eyes calm but tinged with amusement. "It seems their life isn't as picture-perfect as they thought," she whispered. Ryan smiled, raising his glass. "Ours is. Let's not let this ruin our evening." The argument escalated as Linda turned to the younger woman. "Who are you? What lies has he fed you?" The young woman stood her ground. "He told me he was single and looking for someone who truly understood him. I had no idea he had a girlfriend." Linda's face crumpled as she shot Adam a furious glare. "You're unbelievable. You ruined my life and now you're doing it again?" Adam sat speechless. His head hung low. The tension at their table was palpable, drawing the attention of the entire restaurant. Emily turned to Ryan, her eyes alight with satisfaction. "Let's go. Dessert here doesn't suit my taste," she said with a playful smirk. Ryan chuckled, standing and offering her his hand. "Come on, sweetheart. Let's find somewhere else to enjoy the night." Hand in hand, they left the restaurant, leaving the chaos behind. As they stepped outside, Emily glanced back one last time. Linda was in tears, while Adam looked utterly defeated. She realized then that the sweetest revenge was living a happier life than those who had wronged her. That night, in their cozy kitchen, Emily and Ryan prepared a simple yet heartfelt dinner. Watching Ryan bustle around, Emily felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude. She had found what truly mattered. Not a lavish wedding, not hollow sweet talk, but a partner willing to walk with her through every storm in life. She silently acknowledged that honesty and respect were the foundation of any relationship. Betrayal might bring fleeting pleasure, but the cost was long-lasting bitterness and loneliness.